Hello everyone and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where it's definitely been a long time since I last played. Last time I played I was here as well. It was recorded, I don't know how long that was ago, but yeah, it's definitely been a while. We were looking for the brown nugget, which is the next item on our list. It's been taking a while to find, I guess it's here. But it hasn't shown up, so let's just jump in. That's brown nugget, let me check again. Is treasure room. And then greed treasure, but since we're doing regular hard mode, we're not gonna go for greed, so yeah. Next thing on the list, Tainted Isaac, boss rush. Of course, if we can, we're gonna go for Hush and leave this almost completed. Regular Isaac is done, of course. Tainted Isaac, almost there. So yeah, let's jump in. Always coming back to Isaac feels like coming back home. Both suck ass, okay. I guess let's take this. Can I still use this to get into curse rooms? I'm not sure if I can. Oh yeah. We are definitely home. It's been a long time. I've been playing a bunch of different games. But not Isaac. But it's always good to be back. I'm like 2 rooms in and I already feel like I'm back in action, you know. It's quite nice. One of those games. Or it can be, I guess. I want to see if I can use this. If I do like this... Oh no, I need to... that was stupid. I want to try again. Wait. Oh, that's the limit? So it's not gonna work. Oh, it does work. Okay. I just need to move properly. Great. Okay. Really? Wow. If we can get... And then Crooked Penny and the battery. Yeah, definitely want to get that birthright if possible. It's probably not gonna be possible because 15 gold or 15 cents first floor is kind of crazy. But who knows, right? I totally used my... Oh, it was... I think it was on top of the poop, so I couldn't TP. That's unfortunate. Nice. Although I will get rid of the active whenever I can, so yeah. Destroy everything just in case. Yeah, it's not looking great for our 15. If we could get a bomb, we could at least try to bomb the machine, but not even that. I mean, we had 1 bomb before, but that's all. Cool. Damage, of course. I need to be quicker. I think I just need to leave. Forget about that thing. Unfortunate, we have to leave that behind. That's whatever. Also, a bunch of things have been happening since I last played, and the thing with Isaac is that this is the only game that I really get to talk about whatever is on my mind. So apparently I can do this now, right? So yeah, it's been a while since I've just talked about many things. One thing that happened is that I finally put bots on as moderators in my chat, and that's been wonderful because I'm really small in the sense that I get like 1 person every few streams just talking, and that means that already lost double chance. That's whatever. Most times I saw someone talk, it was either a bot or someone trying to scam and stuff. This is kind of scary to do. I don't think I should do that. Bro Nugget? Oh wow. Holy. Let's get this. More fun. Tier rate is gonna... Well, it's not too terrible, honestly. So we can probably go quick. Oh, shift. I forgot I changed that. So yeah, I put Nightbot, of course, and Seribot, which are both great. I think Seribot has been in particular very helpful. Just making sure random people don't come in and put anything on the chat. Mostly just people like cheap viewers at this page, you know, typical Twitch thing. If you've ever tried to stream, you probably seen them. And they're not too annoying, you just ban them and that's it. But also, at some point they do get annoying, because you just want to do your thing and it kind of sucks. We don't have a bomb, let's just go. But yeah, now what happens with Seribot, I believe, is they just come in and the instant they type something that's fishy, they just get banned. And that's wonderful for me. Why do I have a 46? Oh, because of the mark. Okay, good job. See if we can get something that's gonna make us faster. That gives me damage. Oh, and that's it, right. For a second I thought it was the one that made you control the tiers. I really don't like. Let's just get that, right? The other I'm not really interested in. We need to take care of our health, that's all. We should be fine. So it's really cool to see that you're just, maybe I'm streaming and then all of a sudden I just look to the chat and I see that someone has been banned and I didn't even get to see what it was. It's quite nice. Because it honestly didn't bother me too much when people did that. Or when bots did that. But it's not something I want to have to see and read and have to take time out of my game or whatever I'm talking about to ban, you know? Sorry. HP up. Okay, we got 2 HP ups. Kind of crazy. I'm not being too quick. I should be a little bit quicker, I think, if I can. Because I have enough damage to just get through these quickly. I'd love to get a couple more devil deals before we get to the boss rush. That'd be nice. And yeah. And also, there are many things that bots can do that I didn't even know. And there are many things that I still haven't... Oh my god! My theory is gonna be ass. Yeah, a little bit of booty. But this is my favorite item. I can't just not pick it up. And once we get anything out, anything at all that gives me either damage of tier or tier rate, we're gonna be insane. We already... I mean, the run is already pretty much free. Unless I get into a really shitty room that requires like better tier rate, I think we're fine. And considering I need to do boss rush and then hush, I'm not complaining at all. Like a room like this might be scary, but I can always do this too. Oh, well, I don't think I could have done much there. Oh, that's nice too, to make it quick. Let's just blow everything up, try to get lucky. Well, we definitely got lucky. Any point in getting BFFs? Or the battery? No. They are cool items though. I'll just have this. Cool. Yeah, so there are many things I haven't even explored about the bots. That is like, you can make them do all sorts of things like polls and different commands on your channel. It's a really cool thing. I think it's very interactive. I'm not big. I've never been big on watching Twitch, so I don't really know too much about those things. I never really participated in channels other than just watching. Bomb. Okay, so a bomb there. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna take some time to learn and to see if I even want to try those things out, or I'm cool just having the moderation, which is what I was looking for, honestly. But so far, I'm really happy with them. I'm sure it's quite annoying to shot speed. It's quite annoying to watch a video and having to see that. This is crazy, no? Look at my... I guess it's just deal more damage, I don't know. Cool. They're pretty lethal babies, even though they don't look it. But then I also had some issues at the beginning, because you really need to make sure the settings of the bot are correct. Like there was someone who I remember got timed out because he was using caps, and it wasn't like an excessive use or anything, but the way I had it set up, it just gave him a warning. And then next time, which was comically soon, they got timed out. But I saw them in some other stream and I apologize, so all good. But that was funny. It's a cool like guinea pig thing. Like there was someone I sort of sacrificed to. It didn't sacrifice because it didn't ban them, but I had to sort of time someone out incorrectly for me to realize I need to tweak the settings. So that was quite interesting. I think it was Nightbot who did the timeout. I'm not saying Cerebot is perfect, but it's definitely been working really, really well for me. Yeah, stuff to be happy about. And then when I'm not on stream, it does things like put your chat like restricted, or put slow on it, or put it to emotes only, because then people cannot like write weird stuff that's against the OS and stuff, so you don't have any problems with your channels. I think that's cool. Of course, it's things that are not gonna really affect me, at least not for now, so I'm not too worried about them, but oh gosh. But the fact that oh no, let's get rid of this. And probably next is this, next on the chopping block. Just walk in. You already get a bunch of damage. Well, if I don't miss everything, cool. Yeah, we're chilling. I'm giving coins. Tears up is wonderful. I think I'd rather have that instead of the coins. Right? We're at 10 minutes, we're chilling. Yeah, so I'm looking at my chat right now, and oh, well, you can tell I'm looking because I just got destroyed. And basically what I have is, when I'm not online, it's like followers only, and then it's slow mode, and oh, it's emote only as well. Yeah, I forgot. It's quite nice to be able to know that nothing's gonna happen when you're not there. And it's just thinking about it is super crazy that anything can happen to anyone just when they're not online. Like, imagine getting banned from Twitch or something because of something that happened when you were not there. It's kind of crazy, and it's pretty scary to think that you can be sort of be responsible for what people say in your channel, right? I don't know how that works exactly, but it's I understand it's quite scary, especially for people who do this professionally, or like do this like a main source of income and stuff. Pretty insane. I'm probably not gonna take this. I could. I think I have time, but maybe if I clear this floor quickly. One more treasure room to get the nugget. Good thing about the Nugget is I can drop it instantly. Because I just want to have it as an unlock. I don't want it as an item. Also, maybe I shouldn't do the floor again, just because I might still make it to boss rush, but I might just miss my window for Hush, maybe, if I'm not too quick. I don't know. Could happen. Answers. Or I can just use this and do the floor super quickly. Oh gosh. Okay. They're not terrible. Let's do it now. I can also get another item from the boss room, but since I'm playing Tainted Isaac, I don't really see the point in me using this for anything other than just getting another chance at the item we're looking for. Oh, it's XL now? Holy. Okay. That's actually fine. Should be fine. 13. We don't need to take this, we just need to go forward. Actually, we just do boss rush this floor, so... Hopefully we can get something useful, or the item we're looking for. Also, I need to save health. I shouldn't take damage that dumbly. Cool. Let's go. Oh, hello. Probably want that instead of what? I could do this. I don't want to do anything that... Well, what about this? Doesn't do much for me right now, right? Oh gosh. What? Couldn't even see it. Okay. We should be fine. We're strong. Maybe Cricket's body's not doing too much right now. Boom. I mean, why not? Why? Okay. 15, we don't have too much time, because I'm worried about getting to Hush at this point. This room is... okay. Cool. Guess we'll try to get something. Chaos, why not? Instead of this? Maybe. I think it doesn't work if you don't pick it up, right? If you don't have it on. I'd rather just have it just because of what can happen. Oh! Oh. Okay, 16. Let's go. Yeah, these babies are... Whoa, okay. Overridden by C-section. That's not great. So that doesn't really make sense to pick anything up. Cool, cool. Probably doesn't matter. Oh, are you seeing this? Finally. I just needed to take a break for like a month for it to show up. Beautiful. Let's take the nugget. And it is inactive. We'll just keep it probably. The other items are great though. It's kind of, well, not great, but I would take... I could definitely give the others some use, but... Anyway, the nugget. I should be chilling. I'll try not to take too much time, just so that I can make it to our friend Hush. That's one thing done. That's wonderful. I believe next thing on the list is a broken modem, so I'll have to start doing. Oh, where is it? Where are you? I have to start doing daily runs, which I never do. Oh gosh. Not great. Got hit twice by a monster. No, not too hot. Not my greatest moment. But the build I have with the few items that I've gotten is insane. Can't believe it. The nugget is of course nothing out of this world, but just in this context, it's not too bad honestly, because I can place a lot of them down. And all things considered, like I just wanted a good run, and I got it with the other items, and then I got the item that I was looking for in the nugget, so I can't complain, honestly. Oh, you didn't even see it. Where's the other guy? Nice. If they get feared, they get destroyed by the little guys. So the combo is really nice, actually. Because everything I have works together quite nicely. And resetting the floor and getting Excel, I think everything worked perfectly in this run, honestly. I can't complain at all. It's nice to come back to the game and be rewarded for nothing like that. Quite nice. Get destroyed. Cool, cool. And I'm glad to see that none of my mods decided to implode, because that happens sometimes with updates and stuff. It was totally fine. I think one of them updated. I don't know which one. But nothing crazy. I don't have mods that change many things anyway. Oh, buddy. Cool. Let's see if we can speed through the womb and finish this character, basically. Other than hard mode on greed, which is gonna be fine, we'll do eventually when we need to. Oh, it's gonna take a while. What about my flies? They take so long to attack. Okay. Sure. I think there was half a heart somewhere. The Emperor. Extra boss room, yeah. We can probably use that next floor. But we have oh gosh. We have chaos, so I don't know what we're gonna get out of that. Also, we got the nugget because of chaos, right? I'm pretty sure it wasn't on this bowl. So cool stuff. Let's get out of here. Did we see this? Oh, beautiful. Actually, I might not. Maybe I just don't want to use this. I will get this. I will leave chaos behind because whatever. Right? Let me think. Well, my next thing. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't matter. Cool. Let's just go like this. I will not use this because I don't want to waste time if I'm doing anything other than going towards Hush. So let's just go forward. Do as much as we can. We're at 21, which is great. I shouldn't have any trouble getting there. See, that's the only problem with this build. Having a lot of trouble getting them out before I get destroyed in rooms like this. That's fine. But when they do go out, they're pretty deadly, so we should be chilling. Have a bunch of health. I'd love a nice devil deal to finish it off, but I'm not seeing it. I don't know which one I want to get rid of. Crazy to think that I have a tier sub item. Doesn't seem like it at all. But well. It is what I chose picking up these items. Go. Nice. Not getting too lucky with the pathing, that's fine. Come on, really? Whoop. I'm thinking if we finish this one in not too long, I can just do a daily. Because if I'm gonna start going for the broken modem, why not, right? We'll see. Shouldn't take too much longer. Because after Hush, I have nothing to do here, honestly. I could go for unlocks, but I have such few items to unlock that it doesn't really make sense. Oh, come on. I just need to play better, honestly. 24. It's a little bit. It was really slow of a floor considering how strong we are. But it is what it is. That's nice. I would love to get the tiers up. Just the damage. I could swap it out for this one, or I don't know what the best thing to do here is. I think that would change much. Maybe I shouldn't just swap anything. I do get a tier sub. I can just get it for the hearts and then swap it out for something else I already have. I mean, it doesn't really make sense because I rather just keep the 2 health, right? But I do get Leviathan. Oh yeah. Or do I? I do. Because I was thinking if maybe I don't, because I just drop an item. But I do. And now let's just go. Let's get out of here before I. What about this? Same thing. I could. I was thinking of getting the other one to get this soul heart, but that's whatever. Cool. Let's go like this, maybe. Yeah. We just need to make it there and before 30, and we'll be totally fine. Now let's see what we can do. Whoa, don't run into people. We're flying, which is nice. Oh. Oh, brother. Four. I can't. There. Go. Now? Oh, come on. Nice. 26, okay. Not scared. Oh, come on. Nice. What? Go. Not doing too hot on health. I'm not happy about that. Oh god. That's on me. Okay. It's fine on time, not too fine on health and stuff. Any pointing, ping? No, let's just go. Cool. We don't want to go any of those places, just here. Nice, we made it. Now it's just a matter of staying alive, and we're done. Okay. Let's get this, right? We just get more options here, or no? Is that how it works? I get keys. Yeah. Skull bag. Oh, okay. Might be interested in that. Definitely want the health, just to have it. Interesting. We can farm health out of this. Maybe. Wow. I'll keep that in mind. We'll see. Oh, we just get the same. We just get two. I love this. I'll swap something out for this item that I have on me. Nothing I'm interested in. I can just get the bombs, right? And that's it. I can look for a crawl space. I can get this instead of this. That's looking quite nice. Got a little bit of health back, not too much. Okay. That usually is enough. Maybe we don't need the skull bag at all, honestly. Should I change? Is this better than anything I have? 1.5 damage? 1.5 gives me more than the pact, right? 1.5 as well. This is just 1, and I get the devil chance, which I don't care about anymore. So I'll probably swap it out for this one, huh? And that's all. Makes me larger. Wonderful. Exactly what I wanted. Cool. Let's just go before I mess up more. And at this point, let's just... Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I don't have the... I was thinking if I had the penny tears, I would go for this one, but no. Penny tears with this trinket is wonderful, but I just don't have it anymore. Okay, damage is good. Wonderful. This should be easy. Or not, we'll see. Yeah, that looks nice. I'm not sure how much Jacob's ladder is doing. It should be doing a bunch, right? It looks like it is. And the Nugget is just because I got it. I just want to use it, but it don't really do much, honest. Might as well spawn them, it's free. I'm huge though, my hitbox is disgusting. Just make sure we get rid of that. Yeah, we're chilling. And I'm quite fast as well if I need to run from the lasers and stuff. Okay. This could get scary. Oh, okay. I just dropped an item. I got health back. That's crazy. And I can pick this back up. And the other thing was... what was it? I already forgot. That's crazy. But that's wonderful. I just took one heart and I got it back. Funny. Funny how that trinket can work sometimes. Let's make sure we throw stuff close to him so we can get rid of those guys. By the way, I only recently realized or like learned that you can dodge those lasers by standing still. Like at some point they can just miss you because of the turning radius or whatever. That's super funny. Maybe not with this size character. This guy's huge. Soul of Isaac, wonderful. I forget what that does. I guess it's like a 1-use D6 maybe. That's it. That's nice. Now, what we can do is update our objective. Yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's see, make sure that our item is there. Yep, there it is. And then if I'm not mistaken, after Bozo is the broken modem. And for the broken modem we need 7 dailies. I'm pretty sure they don't have to be in a row. Let's look it up. There we go. Broken modem. Page 5. Yep. That's the one. Complete 7 daily challenges by touching the trophy at the end. Okay, and they don't have to be one after the other, which I believe used to be the case, right? And I'm pretty sure, I never play daily, so I'm not sure how this works, but I think that that daily runs depend on, or like change depending on the day of the week that it is. Like maybe, say like, I'm just talking out of my ass, but imagine like Sunday is like Mega Satan always, or like Mondays to Mother, stuff like that, right? I think so, but I'm not gonna care about that. I'm just gonna go for the broken modem. We can update our objective. Item. Broken modem. And we can do 0 out of 7 dailies. I'm pretty sure I have no dailies in this. Maybe I do. If I do, we just get it before that. So yeah. And yeah, let's just leave it like that, and then we'll add whatever we need to. And yeah, let's just see. Oh, I need to get rid of my mods, right? Enable? Shouldn't it be disable? Okay. Now, is my game gonna explode? The answer is no, apparently. And I'm pretty sure it's here now, right? Mods are not allowed. Needs to be restarted. Cool. We will do that. It takes a second. Doesn't matter. I didn't know, because I just never do dailies. But yeah, we can't have mods that doesn't really change anything. I don't really use mods that change a lot. We're gonna miss the descriptions maybe, but it's just a run. It's whatever. And whenever I do anything else, I'll just put them back on. And yeah. Daily run is here, right? They just moved it. There we go. I'll go solo because yeah. Is this Sainted Lass? Current streak 1, best streak 1. Maybe I got one for the achievement? Win an online daily run. Yeah, I got one. So I think we're at 1 out of 7 then. Should I change that? Win an online daily. Yeah, it has to be. And if it doesn't show up, we'll just do 8 solo. Let's see what we got. Okay. It is Sainted Lass, which I'm kind of scared of. And we need to... DR is daily run, right? I just never seen that before. We need to get to Blue Baby. Yeah. Cool. Let's see if Edmund or whoever is responsible for this made it easy on us today. Hopefully they did. I should probably go to treasure room as quickly as I can. I just was unlucky there. Oh, come on. These rooms. Also, I just put 1 out of 7, but you can really know what that means. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm not interested in either. Might as well just pick them up, right? What? Oh, I can't see what it does. Because it can show you the secret rooms, and it can also do something else, which is what it just did. I don't know what it did. No idea. Let's get that tainted rock. Tinted rock, not tainted. And we didn't walk in here. Could be something cool. The broken modem, really? Interesting. That's really funny that you can get that. I didn't know. Also, if I can save money, I can get 2 items there. It's good to know. I remember playing this guy when he was just 6 charges for his item, and it was just insane. He was just It was probably the hardest one for me to get the 100%, or one of them, one of the hardest ones. I mean, being able to choose which boss to put in the first floor and you choose this one. And I appreciate the challenge, but like, I don't want to play against a haunt. So I do that. Sure. Let's just go. I know there's a different scoring system here. So basically going fast or like exploring more of the floor, there are different things that give me more bonuses, or like the bosses I kill, stuff like that. I don't really care, honestly. I'm just gonna focus on the objective. If I need to do a slow run, that's fine. I'm not gonna rush just to get a good result. Like, even if I played perfectly, like at the best of my abilities, I probably would be far from the top, so I don't really care about the ranking. And it's never really something I cared about. I mean, this game for me has always been a single player game, just like most games I play. So yeah. Oh, this item again. I can ignore it and move on with my life. Love it. Thank you for giving me the chance to see it and not pick it up. Also, I appreciate that. Let's see if we can get something interesting here. Oh gosh, no keys. But no keys again. Oh, I thought it would be quicker. My bad. Now this just gives me the map, the layout. That's probably what I got before. Should I do this? Yeah, because I'm probably not gonna get enough for the item anyway. This is not here. Where can it be? Oh no. That was so dumb. But it sort of made sense. I just wanted to make my way through and I wasn't gonna be able to. It's a spider. Okay. Don't love this either. But cool. I could choose not to fight this guy, but I'd rather just have regular items. Also, do you still get the same amount of points if you don't fight a guy like this, or if you spare the other ones you can spare, like like Bumbo? And is there anyone else you can not fight? I think it's just this one and Bumbo. No, not sure. I'm not looking at the screen. That's my bad. Okay. We could try to get something with this guy. Oh, money. And what's behind it? I can't see. Can't see at all. It's good to have damage. And then we'll just hopefully... I can't... it's my shadow. Judas' shadow. Okay. What happens if I die as this guy? I guess I just become Judas forever with Flip. And just get 2 items. Has to be it, right? I guess. Dude, I've also watched some series ever since I last played Isaac. It's honestly been over a month, I'm pretty sure, since I played. Which doesn't sound like much, but considering I used to do like many hours a day, it feels like... oh, I like those. I like both. Yeah, it feels like it's been a long time. it was long overdue to get back to Isaac. I watched The Eternaut on Netflix, Argentinian series. Honestly, really good. I was surprised. I'm always surprised. I don't know if it's some sort of inferiority complex, or I'm just used to a lot of crappy content from anywhere that's not the US or the UK or Japan and stuff. That it's, I don't know, it's really cool to see. I needed to do it. It's really cool to see things that are well made, where I'm from or close to where I'm from. My country is not great at producing things, or maybe doesn't have the budget, but it would be great if they could. I don't know. Nah, probably not. I mean, things I've seen from my country are, no offense, but kind of boring, mostly. We are kind of boring as a people, like, in my opinion, like, I don't know. We're not too crazy. We're just quite chill. You'll probably tell I'm chill as well. But when I watch series and stuff, I like to watch things that are more interesting. If you're boring, you might as well watch interesting stuff. Okay, I can use these batteries if I need them. And the Eternaut is from Argentina. There is at least one actor that's from Uruguay in my country. So at least I can say, like, okay, we did something there. Or like, it somehow relates to us. Let's get the health with this one, that's fine. And then this. I think that's fine. That's fair. So you guys don't fight each other. And yeah, it's wonderful. It's post-apocalyptic. It's all of a sudden it starts like snowing, but then the snow like kills you. It's based on a comic that is also, oh gosh, comic book that is also from Argentina, which I have not read, but the series is quite well done, and it has really good actors as well. Everyone there is, mostly, I'd say they're great actors. With maybe some exceptions, but mostly they are. That's quite enjoyable. Short series, but it's not done. I think there's gonna be some sort of second season at some point. Or I guess it will have, because it's I think it was quite popular. I'm not sure how well received it was. I liked it, but I don't know, that means nothing. What? I feel like these guys spawn so many more of these now. What? Look at that. There's 3 of them together. At least if they're together, they're not as scary, but... What's up with these? I don't know what's going on. I feel like every room in this run is kind of uncomfortable. I don't know if that's done on purpose or what. Also, I don't think I've ever played a daily run on one of those special days like April Fools, or the one they did with the guy from Nintendo. I think they still do that one, or they did it only once. I don't know. They did like special ones with different character models and stuff. I really like to try them out. But yeah, I'm not really in the community, so I don't really hear about that stuff. And honestly, since I have like my completion marks, I always, I don't know, I never felt compelled to do daily runs. I think it's a part of the game that I have neglected the most. This is nice. Especially for this. I can't see what it is. The moon. I forget what this does. Completely forgot. What the frick? Holy. Okay, that was so done on purpose. Okay. Cool. What is behind it? Is it chain? I think it's a chain, so I'm not too interested in it. But what if it's not? Yeah, it has to be. No, it's a heart. Wow, that's crazy. I'm fine leaving the heart. I should have been patient and just not taken it yet to get the heart with this guy. But I'm fine having Book of Secrets. Also, I can charge it back up to have it. Yeah, interesting. That tarot cloth was definitely placed there on purpose, right? It's nice to see Brimstone. Always good. Unfortunately, we have one character that sucks ass, but just since we have 4 charges, we can always pretty much always fight with the one we want. So that's it. Wish I could have blown this up. That's fine. Let's go, or yes, sir. We could swap and fight with the other guy. We could do it to keep our devil deal chance, but if we can help it, maybe not. I'm not sure what I should do. We should try to make this guy stronger, maybe through money. Because having a shitty lass and a strong one is kind of annoying. Well, now I can. Oh my gosh, that's my bad. I lost my chance already. 0.2. No way this happens. Okay, cool. Damage for this guy. Cool. And probably just keep going, or I mean, there's so many things here that I might just want to go for a bomb if I can. I could even go in the curse room. Many things I could do. I don't know. Hello. This is not bad to maybe have with the other guy. Well, no. Do I want this? I think getting so many items, it's good that we don't get actives. Even though they can be really good actives. There are really good actives in the game. I don't think it's what we're looking for right now. I'd rather just get passives and hope for the best. Well, another thing that has happened in the time that I was away from Isaac is that I've been applying for jobs. I'm job hunting right now, and it's not fun. I'm still working, I'm doing other stuff, but I'm trying to find something that's more stable, like a full-time job, which I don't have right now. And it's been a struggle. And there are things that I really dislike about the world of looking for a job, and I don't know. People are really rude. I mean, people in my country have like this. What's the word? Like a report? I don't know. They in the world, if people see people from my country or talk about us, they think we are like chill and that we're good people, like we're good hosts and all that jazz. But the truth is that, well, that I think that's mostly true. I think also there's a lot of shitty people, and that's really surprising to see sometimes when you're used to being treated like with some level of decency. To be treated like ass it just sucks. And if it's in the context of you going up to someone and trying to get a job, it's just worse. And I'm not saying that like they disrespect you directly or like insult you. That's not really what happens. It's more like they do things that just show that they don't respect you or your time, and many people might say like that's life, that's the world, but I don't think that's the world. I think I am nicer than that, and I think there's a lot of people who respect your time and respect you, but unfortunately the other side of the coin also exists, and that really sucks. Like there was a job I was really interested in. It was like a huge thing. It wasn't like, yeah, we'll call you whatever. It was like there was an interview and there were like different stages. I went for an interview. It was pretty insane. And then but the first thing was that between the first sort of preliminary screening and the first set of interviews, they said they were gonna do it at a date, and they did it like a month later. Already I was like, that's kind of strange. A month later I thought I was out completely, but then they called me for an interview. I was like, okay, I guess I wasn't out. That already should. Oh wow, Eden's Blessing, does Eden's Blessing work at all? Do you get that? We can get a tier sub at least, not bad. And yeah, after I had an interview and I went there and it was really formal and everything, and I thought I did really well, honestly. I think that's subjective, but I really think I did. I don't know if I was a good candidate compared to others. I think I was, considering the what they were asking for. I'm not gonna say I was like super overqualified, but I think I was a really good candidate. And I didn't make it, but they didn't have the like decency or respect to tell me, right? They just didn't call me. And after enough time had passed to the point where I was like, okay, I'm definitely not in. I didn't get the job, but I still wanted to know, right? I think that's like basic like decency. Yeah, that's stupid. I should have gone for the room, but I can't ignore a tinted rock. And I just had to call them because honestly, I knew what they were gonna say to me. I knew I was probably gonna make someone uncomfortable calling them about it, but like I had to know, like I needed closure to be like, yeah, I'm not in, I just need to move on with my life. And I called and they were like kind of surprised that it was just a random person. It was not their fault, of course. It wasn't anyone who probably knew who I was or knew about the what was going on. Usually people who are on the phone, who you might speak to on the phone, or have nothing to do with whatever's going on with you. So that's why, among other things, you just always be nice to people on the phone, because the people who really have a say in what's going on with you and your query or your job or whatever it is are not picking up phones. They're just not. That's a entry-level job pretty much always, at least in my country. And I just talked to someone and I was just like, I just want to know about this. I went like at this date, which was like 2 months before the call maybe, or something crazy like that. I went to have an interview and I haven't heard back. Like, do you know? I think I was polite and like I just wanted to know. And they were like, oh yeah, that's over. They were like, what? At first they couldn't even tell what I was talking about because it had been so long. And they were like, oh, that one, yeah, they picked someone and they're already working. And I'm like, cool. I just wanted to know that and goodbye. That's it, right? But I felt so, I don't know, it was like a call of shame. Like I needed to call for them to be like I already knew they were gonna say no, I wasn't selected or I wasn't continuing in the process. But the fact that they didn't have the decency to call me was honestly quite, I wouldn't say insulting, because I'm sure they have a lot of things on their plate and they're doing a lot of things, and it was like an important institution, honestly. And I would understand if they're super busy and there were many things that were happening at that time of year. But I don't know, if you take the time to find someone new to work for you, at least have the decency to tell the people who at least went for an interview, maybe not the people who you discarded at the beginning. I mean, just send an email, right? Just send a mass email to everyone who didn't make it, and it's the easiest thing to do. You have their email on your application, right? So I think institutions or companies who do that, I wouldn't say like I'm glad I didn't get hired, because it really felt like it was a really good opportunity and a good job, and it probably is, and I'm happy for the person who got it, who's not me. But yeah, just, oh gosh, the fact that they did that sort of made me feel, okay, maybe it's not that good of a place, you know. And do I still wish I had it? I got it? Yeah, definitely. But it is what it is. Because I also remember, well, this year after that, I went to another job interview in another sort of similar institution, but they were a lot more graceful with the recruiting process, and I was able to know, I had a lot of information about other candidates, and that was great because I could tell exactly what set them apart and why someone else got it in the end. And there were people who were very qualified and very experienced in a field that I wasn't, and I definitely, oh gosh, did I really lose double deal chance to the poops? yeah, so at the end of that, I was like, okay, it was a cool experience, and they were really nice in the interview as well. They just told me exactly why, like, they were like, gave me constructive criticism about how I can improve my applications and stuff, and that's just something they have no business doing. Like, there's no obligation for them to do that, and I just really appreciated that. Even though I didn't like agree, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't agree with most of what they say, because they said some things that didn't really apply to me. But just the, I don't know, taking the time to do that was quite nice. I felt really appreciated. And after the other, I keep taking damage, dude. The other shitty experience I had, that was honestly really nice. Of course, I can't say what it is because it's not my place, and it doesn't really matter what it is, because I think the point that I'm trying to make is that anyone and at any level in a company or personally or relationally can like has. Oh my god, I'm so dying, and like everyone has the choice and the ability to be nice and to be respectful of your time. At least like they don't have to be nice, they don't have to say like how cool you are. They just, that's not being nice. They just need to, I think they need to have the common decency to be like, okay, you're taking time off of whatever you're doing in your life, which we have no idea what you're doing, or we do, because we have your your resume, right? But yeah, okay, this is wonderful. This is nice too. I think we're quite strong. I don't have a lot of health though. If I touch one of those spikes, I die instantly. So yeah, so I don't know. I think if I was part at any level of a recruitment process, I would treat, oh gosh, the candidates that didn't make it with the same level of respect as the one they do. This doesn't really make sense. If you think about a company or any sort of institution, it makes sense that they're most interested in the person who think might be like is still a candidate, like they think they might hire eventually. But if you're someone who treats only the people you have any like monetary interest in with respect, and everyone else you treat like you don't treat at all, you just disengage, don't take the time to send them a mass email that you could have redacted 8 years ago, then you're kind of shitty. I don't know if as a company, but as a person for sure, like whoever's in charge of that and is not even thinking of that, I don't know. It wouldn't even cross my mind not to tell the people who are not. And I guess it depends on the country and the customs and how those things are usually handled. I think in my country, it's normal for people to tell you you didn't make it, you know? And I think that's how it should be. And it honestly blows my mind that you can apply to something and they don't even have the guts to reject you. I think that's ass, like as a policy or as a practice. So if anyone is watching who's a recruiter, I understand being an employee has to be one of the most stressful things in the world, and you have to deal with so many issues and so many people and talk and meet different people every day, and have to give bad news to people and good news to others. But I don't know, everyone deserves respect, and I think if you're an employee and you don't understand that, that's bad news, I think, for everyone involved, you know. I didn't mean to rant so much about this, but it's, it really bothered me at the moment, at that point. It's been a couple months after that, so it's not the end of the world. And who knows, maybe at some point I'll end up working there anyway. I don't think that's gonna happen, but this is a battery, no? But it's not this one. Which battery is that? 9 volt? Let's just take everything, no? What? It is the same one. How does that work? I didn't know that was the case. That could happen. I thought it was too similar to be. Interesting. So I guess as long as it's not taken from the pool, it can still spawn. So as long as it spawns at the same time, it can happen. Very cool. Cool. I'll take that. I think moral of the story, if you're looking for a job and you're struggling with that, I feel for you. It's terrifying, honestly, and I don't think it should be terrifying. And I think there's a lot of personal things like you can, inexperience and not knowing really what to do can really make it really hard and anxiety inducing for you, and it definitely does for me. That's why I can so confidently say that in my experience it has been that way. But I think there's a lot that other people, like people other than you, can do in order to make that process nicer for you, and they have no reason not to do it, and many times they don't do it, and that's not your fault, you know. So if you feel disrespected, that sucks, but you maybe should consider walking away. I don't know, maybe take it as a sign that they're not good to work for. Maybe they're wonderful to the people who work there internally, but if you're that dismissive of people who are honestly interested in working for you and have the qualifications, like, because even if they don't have the qualifications, like, there's actually absolutely no reason not to be respectful. But I can understand if you ask for people who speak this language or have this qualification or have this degree, if a lot of people apply who don't have any of those, and you're like, why did you even think of applying? I can understand being a little bit annoyed, but just be courteous enough to send an email. Be like, yeah, you didn't make it, and you can even say why, right? You can even say like, or you can just say you didn't meet our standards, so we found someone with specific things that we want. There are many things you can say, or like. And definitely you can encourage people. Like if I was a recruiter at whatever level, I would say like, don't let this like stop you, because it can be really paralyzing to participate in something like that and not make it. And I think we definitely can always help can always do with can always benefit from the kindness of other people and people who are into that the market or the industry of hiring and firing people. We can always do with their advice and them being like, come on, you got this, it's just not the job for you, but you'll definitely get some, or here's how you can get more experience in this sector, or here's how you can get more education on this particular topic. Like, there's so many things you can do, and if you're in that position, it's so easy to just do it. The only thing I would understand if you don't do it if you have like 1,000 applicants, which doesn't happen in my country because it's a really small country. If you have like 1,000 applicants and they are all like, they just send in like their resume in a napkin, I understand you not wanting to give them too much feedback, but I think the least you can do, because you don't know why they did that or why they decided to apply, even if they don't have the exact qualifications. Maybe they just thought they would get lucky, or they just thought they really honestly have something to offer to you that you're maybe not seeing. So I think the least you can do is give them the benefit of the doubt and send them a shitty corporate email saying, we appreciate your time, but will not be pursuing this application any further. And that's it, you know. You can just write that down and use that email for years, you know. You don't have to do anything crazy. It's so easy to be a little bit nice, you know. Do I want this? No. Well, I'll take it anyway. Sure. Oh, beautiful pills. And this I'm not interested in, but might as well just take it because we don't have an active. Oh, so the trinket doesn't work, so it works only for one guy. Annoying. Cool. I think I'm framing this in the talking about jobs and job hunting and stuff, but honestly, this just applies to every part of life. People are so shitty sometimes for absolutely no reason, and that's not great. Not great for anyone involved. It's not great for you, not great for the people you're dealing with. it just sucks being a shitty person. And I don't, it's hard for me to understand sometimes how people can be so chill being mean, you know, because I don't think they're evil. I was gonna say evil for a second. I think it's just they're either too overworked, or they're just not feeling too nice that day, or they had a shitty day, or they just look down on other people, which can happen. Honestly, a lot of people are just mean like that. I don't know. Like I'm one of those people. I'm sure you can relate to this if you're nice, or if you're like a normal person. That if you're like accidentally mean, or like you say something and it's taken the wrong way, you feel like ass, right? It's like, oh no, I didn't mean to do. I meant it like this, and you can over explain, and I don't know. If you care about other people, you end up. You can still mess up, right? You can be mean, or you can have a shitty day and just be straight up rude. You don't have to be. It doesn't have to be an accident. You can be mean and you can apologize, or you can think I'll do better next time. That is something positive. But when people are just shitty to you and then you never see them again, it just feels so empty. It feels like there's no closure. It just feels like they just treated you like ass, and you just gave them everything and they give nothing to you. And it's easy to think when you're applying for a job, like I need to impress these people and be in my best behavior, and then it feels like there's this power dynamic that is just, I think, super unhealthy, where the people on one side of the desk are killing themselves to say everything the others want to hear, and the other side of the desk is like completely disrespecting their time and energy and qualifications and education. Sometimes it's just like that, and that's sucks ass. I think we just need to give people the benefit of the doubt, think maybe this person can amaze me. I don't know. I think even though I was treated quite nicely at some job interviews, I've had some moments where when I went in, and I'm like, I can already tell they just don't want to hire me, but they just called me in because it's the right thing to do, or it's because of protocol, whatever. That's just not nice at all. A fame is nice. I don't think I want to spend my last bit of health on it. Or do I? I think it's super strong. If I can get some health after this. Just this one though. And if I die with this guy, I can turn into Judas, no? So we should be fine. I'll just take these because they're free. And go forward. Yeah. I don't know. I think for me, it feels so nice when you're nice to someone. Or it should, right? Or when you go to the shop or whatever you go that you don't know anyone there and they treat you really nicely. Big like customer service, or like just anyone you come across, or like someone you see on the street. When people are nice to you, it just feels great. So why are people so shitty sometimes? And there's the other extreme. There's a lot of people who think people are evil and stuff. I don't really think like. I think most people who are mean are just like that. They're not really thinking too much. Because if they thought they would be nicer. Oh, there's another rock there. But it is what it is. And sometimes you just have to be in that situation or get out of that situation if you're in danger or whatever. But like take as much as you can from that. Like at some point when I'm like in a job interview and I realize people don't really. Wow, my buddy has the eye of Belial, is it? Tears, that's wonderful. Looks cool, at least. I don't know if they're strong. Oh gosh. Yeah, you just at some point, like I've been in an interview when I'm like, okay, they're not gonna hire me, I know for a fact. I just think, what can I take away from this, you know? Should I just walk away and forget about it, or should I complain? Should I complain about them to everyone I know, or should I actually take something from this? And should I appreciate their time? The answer is always yes, right? Even if they're rude to you, like you don't even know what's going on. Maybe they were always nice, but they had a shitty day. That can happen, you know. Maybe I give people the benefit of the doubt maybe more times than I should. I don't think so. I think it's just not a normal thing to do, or it should be, right? But when you do and other people don't, it just feels terrible. Like if you're someone who's like at a normal level, like did you see that? That was crazy. I'm about to die as well. I'm probably gonna die. What happens if I die and I turn into Judas? Do I just get the items that only one side had? Or do I get every item for Judas? That would be crazy. I would be indestructible. But yeah, so I don't know what I was gonna say, but I got a crazy clip. I think what I wanted to say was that if you're someone who on a regular basis or like in your life is like moderately considerate, if you think about how the people feel in general and you try to act accordingly, then if you meet someone who's not considerate at all, or who's not being considerate, I'm losing money with this guy. Yeah, I should keep that. I was trying to get health for the other guy, but no. Let's keep it. Actually, we can make more maybe. Nope. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, dumbass. Anyway, yeah, it just sucks to meet people who are not considerate. And if you're not as considerate as you could be, like everyone in the world, you can always get better. Maybe try to be. I know I do. I know I try to be as considerate as I can, but it's not the easiest thing to do in the world. Sometimes it's hard to be nice. Sometimes you're having a shitty day and you're just shitty to someone, and then you realize and you feel bad, or maybe you don't feel bad. But I think it's good for everyone involved to be nice, you know. It's the dumbest thing. Like it seems like the dumbest piece of advice I could give to anyone. Like, be nicer. It's like people have been saying that ever since. What's wrong with this pedestal? Well, that's nice. I can get health. Oh my god. What happens if I pick this up? I think I die, no? I honestly cannot remember if I die or not, because I don't know if I get a black heart. I think I do, but I'm not gonna risk it. And the other guy had more health anyway. I do get a black heart. Okay. So sometimes I don't realize how much I rely on item descriptions. Yeah. Cool. Feels better now. We got more health. We can maybe make it to the blue baby. Yeah, so it feels really dumb to be like, be nice to people. Be considerate. Think of other people's feelings. But like, I think everyone can say that, but not as many people as I would like actually follow that advice. So I think it's fine to give that advice. Don't forget to be kind, be nice. And there's some people who are so hypocritical about it. Like they might have like a be kind poster in their house and then be assholes. There's just things that blow my mind, honestly. How they can see injustice or like people being mean outside of their own circle and then be the same way to other people. It just baffles me, blows my mind. I mean, we learn from other people, so it makes sense that if someone is mean to you, you end up being mean, right, to other people. But if you're someone who's like, be kind to others, and then you're not, it's just mental. And I think it felt really personal when I was doing the job search, because, well, I'm still doing it, but when I was doing these interviews, because because of what I said about the power dynamic. You just, when you walk up to a place and be like, I want to work here, even though it shouldn't be like that, you put yourself in such a position of inferiority. They just feels like they can do anything and they can do no wrong, and you have to do everything perfectly, and and you feel vulnerable because you're there. You're like, I've studied these 2 things, and I want to work in something related to them. Can I do it here? And can you pay me for it? And it feels like, even though it shouldn't feel like it, it feels like you're asking them for this huge favor when you're probably benefiting them more than they are benefiting you, right? But just like anything else you're doing. Same thing with like big corporations and stuff. Feels like, I don't know, I think it's easy to feel like you're doing, like people are doing you a favor. Like let's say like you take a loan from the bank, whatever, which I've don't necessarily recommend doing, depending on, well, there are many good reasons to do it, right? But let's say you want to buy a house, and of course you can just afford it, so you just take a mortgage or whatever loan you need to get a house, and you might feel like, oh, they're doing me such a big favor, they're lending me so many thousands of dollars. And then if you think about it, and if you do the numbers, you're actually helping the bank a lot more than they're helping you. So I don't know, we have to be able to be like, I don't know, to be firm and to say no when they were being shitty to us. And I remember when I did that, when I called this place and that wouldn't call me back, just to get them to tell me that I hadn't been selected. And when they told me they had already chosen someone else, I remember saying, oh, okay, that's it, I just wanted to know that, have a good day, whatever, and that was it, right? But I think even though the person on the phone is not responsible or anything, I would never make them feel responsible for the selection process or how we felt about it. I still would have loved to have said, I just didn't think of it at that moment, and I hadn't really thought about this that I'm talking about too much yet. But I would love to say, like, I don't think the way you or your superiors or whoever did this is appropriate. It was important to me to get an answer from you guys, and I never got it. And I wish that moving forward you can do things better. You know, something like that. I think we are completely entitled to say something like that. I don't see why not, why we couldn't. As long as you're respectful, you can criticize someone, give your opinion on something, and it's totally fine. But it's hard to do it. I don't know. It depends on your personality as well, right? For me, oh, I just got the heart. I see what happened. For me, I don't know. I'm not confrontational, pretty much at all. I just run away from conflict, and you might give me 1,000 reasons why that is true, but I think, I don't know. I think conflict, or like at least voicing your opinion, which doesn't need to be conflict necessarily, is so necessary sometimes, and I'm not great at it. I think something I need to improve on. Oh, what the fuck is this room? Holy. Trying to talk here. I'm dropped into hell. Okay, experimental pill. Sure. It's not bad. So yeah. But I think people many times confuse speaking up with being a dick, you know? I don't want people to be dicks. I just think we need to be ready to speak up. To advocate for ourselves, you know. And I'm talking about myself. I just wish I could do that more, and I think I can. I just need to get better at it. That's all. Why is this boss so? How does this boss have so much health? Or am I that low on damage? No, I have 7 damage. I feel like I should melt through him, but I guess it has a lot of health. Never really thought about it. I guess every time I fight him, I'm always broken. Doesn't it feel like he's too tanky? I don't know. There we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these rooms are gonna be in the end of me. Okay, let's see what we can do. Our other guy doesn't have a lot of health. He does have the active though, so he can get health in the middle of the battle, which is quite nice. And I can also use one of these bombs to deal a lot of damage if necessary. I think we should be fine. We still need to go to the chest and do that. Might as well pick this up. Oh, come on. I saw the bomb. I knew it was gonna happen. I just did it anyway. It is what it is. Doesn't matter. That happens. Cool. Although I say I do want to get better at like voicing my opinion and like being open about when people are being shitty to me. I think I'm still a lot better than I used to be. I think back when I was a teenager, let's say, I feel like, I'm not saying people could do anything they wanted to me, but I do feel like I didn't really have any tools to voice my concerns or my opinions or why people were being mean to me. So I think I am better. I just think there's still a long way to go, just like with anything. Wow. The Emperor. Oh, the Emperor might be super nice for the in order to do the chest without taking too much damage. We can just do the initial 4 items and then go to the fight. And if I see I'm getting low on health, I can always swap to the other guy. Maybe I just want to start with the other one, with the one that has more health and doesn't have an extra life. So then if I die with this one, maybe I'll just turn to Judas. I'm talking about when I make it to the chest. And it's nice to start with this one as well here, just in case. And I can flip if I need to. Let's go. Yeah, I don't think it's that they're tanky. I think I'm just weak. Oh, come on. Yeah, when you're not too strong, this fight feels like some of the later game fights that are usually so easy become really scary. Okay, I can take one more hit. That's it. I think if I die as the other one, I'm dead, right? It's over. But if I die as this one, it's not. Is that how it is? Oh my god. What? Only one? I've never seen that, I think. Maybe I have. That's pretty crazy. Fire's nice. Okay. Do I want to maybe flip, take these, take some health, just to have, just for the final fight. I think I'll just go as the other one. How many can I get? Only 4? Yeah. It's gonna be hard, but it's not that different from this fight, right? I think I should be able to do it. I don't know, I'm scared. Let's see if I can get some health or something. Also, I need to charge this up, right, before I pick these. Oh, I only get one? Ooh, ooh, ew! They all suck! Okay, they all suck. Maybe this one's better, but the bombs I have with the other one though. Whatever. Now, do I wanna... I need to charge my flip. It's not the best because it's a little bit risky to go through these rooms. Well, this guy's not too risky, the other one is. But I need to charge this. So no. I need to start the fight with this guy as well, so I need to do one more room after this. I need to use those bombs as well for the fight. Now let's do one more. Okay, cool. We can do this, only this one. Oh, I don't have the card on me, that's so dumb. Okay, we need to do one more room.
Something's wrong.
Is it? I could have swapped and whatever, doesn't matter. Let's do one more room and drop the card for the other guy, and then we need to do one more, I guess. Careful. These should be fine unless they spawn right on my face. Oh, get out of there. Oh, I backtracked. Ew. Okay, need to drop this. One more room. Okay, we can do that. Curse of the Maze is annoying though. Could be annoying. No way that's happening. Oh god, I hate these. No, stop killing me. I didn't think a daily run would be this intense, man. Holy, getting destroyed. Lord, we're gonna be pretty slow, but just for the tankiness, I think we just won this. Why is the card not showing up? I picked it up? No way I'm that stupid, man. Am I that dumb? I guess I am. I am getting more health, so it's not like it's I'm losing anything. I am getting more health. I love spider mod as well. Yeah, this guy is... My speed is terrible against this guy, but everything else I think is quite fine. Both can fight. The other one has very low health, but with the active, I did pick it up. I can't believe I'm that dumb, honestly. Let's drop it and not pick it up. What do you think? Good idea? Cool. Talk about being nice to people. I'm just being a dick to myself. I'm sorry. I'm tired. That's okay. I don't need to have an excuse to do dumb things. That happens sometimes. Cool. Now we need to start the fight with this guy, so let's just go get the Emperor, do it, and then we can flip once we are almost done. Oh my goodness. Okay, Mom's bag of pills changes every card. It turns it into a pill. So we gotta range up. How about that? And if we drop this and we come back, it's still gonna be a pill, so let's just take it. Oh, honestly, a range up is not terrible, because this guy doesn't have as much range as he could have. But yeah, I feel like I keep messing up. I just need to finish this run before it's irreversible. I do have enough charges, so I have 2 charges, so if I see that I'm walking in with this guy, I can always swap. But yeah. Oh, that was almost well done. Also, this guy has the wafer, which is also a lifesaver for me. We will walk in. That's fine. Item? What? I'm not picking that up. I'm not sure how it works with this, honestly. But it's too scary. Okay. Okay, might as well just give... not give all our money, because I do have the item that gives you damage for the money you have. So that's what we'll do. We start with this one. Once we are one hit away, we swap. Maybe we won't even need to do that. This guy's strong enough. But I'm just kind of tired, so I need to tell myself my strategy, or I will forget. Oh god. 3 more hits. Two more hits. Oh gosh, one more. And it's shift, by the way, because I changed the binding. Not the binding of Isaac, but the binding of the pocket item. I need to remember that. Okay. I feel like when he starts TPing, it's easier, because you can get more distance on him. Unless it TPs on your face, and then you're done. But whatever. Like that. Cool. We are fine. We are completely under control. Until... That's fine. We're totally fine. I'm so cold, by the way. My hands are... rocks. Okay. Bomb to your face. Have a good one. And that's it. That's our second daily, I believe. I put the first one because I had one for the achievement. Okay, time level 11. What does that mean? Is it 11th floor? Stage bonus, exploration bonus, shrag bonus. Is that the amount of items you have? Blank bonus. I guess that's killing Blue Baby. Damage penalty. Well, I took a lot of damage. Time penalty. That's fine. I didn't rush. And item penalty. Oh, so it's the shrug is something else. What is shrug bonus? I want to look that up. S-C-H. What a weird word. Bonus. Isaac. What the hell is shrug bonus? Is a bonus for your shrug. Seriously though, depends on the amount of consumables you have on you at the end. What? The frick? That's so random. And someone else says amount of consumables you pick up. The is so... Okay. Consumables you get without knowing? I don't know. Without using, I mean. Anyway, we got that. That is 2 out of 7. Might as well just get it. Updated, and then I'll update whatever our other thing to do is. So next time probably gonna jump into a daily, first thing I do, and then if I do it quickly I'll just play something else. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. That was a long one, and not too long, I guess. It was, well, it was quite long, honestly. I think it was over an hour, and I don't really care about this, but yeah, got that. Cool. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Next time, as I said, more dailies until we can get the broken modem, which we saw on the run, funny enough, but it didn't count because it's you can't unlock anything there. That's one of the reasons I don't really like dailies. You cannot unlock things. So yeah, see you soon. Have a good one, and bye bye.